Hi guys, for our midterms we'll have follow through and overlapping animation. So follow through is one of the principles in animation where the concept of motion is taken in its entirety. So in order to establish realism, we have to apply follow through. It tackles the supporting elements of a character in a scene for animation. So when we talk about supporting elements, we have, say, for my character, the alien bunny, I have the ears and also I have the cape. So I started out with this drawing. I came up with this character, a simple character that gives emphasis on supporting elements like the ears and the cape. So I took a picture of it, uploaded it here in my computer, and I actually enhanced it a bit since the actual picture is not good in terms of lighting quality. So I came up with an improved version in Photoshop. I enhanced the lines, the forms to make everything obvious. And if you notice, I already have this code here. These are actually the keyframes. I assigned keyframes for each drawing. So I started out with this one, static version of the character, which is actually not doing anything here, and then keyframe 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So with 6 it's actually same with KF1 since my character already stopped moving. The basic idea behind overlapping animation and follow through, overlapping and follow through principle in animation is the timing. You have the main animation. So when we talk about main animation, we are referring to the animation that you have for the main mass of the character. In my case, I actually have the body of my alien bunny from this position, which is actually static, and then it suddenly bursts into action by actually moving forward or moving to the left. So because of this speed, the supporting elements could not keep up with the timing. So they have their own timing. They couldn't synchronize in terms of the timing coming from the main animation, so they reacted differently in terms of movement or animation. So as a result, if you notice, my bunny actually leaned back a bit to prepare for the sudden burst of motion, for it to move going to the left. So you notice there's this delay in terms of the reaction coming from the cape and the ears. And keyframe 4, the sudden stop. We also have this continuing motion coming from the cape and the ears as a result of the delay in reaction. So they have this different angle, and then the main body is in full stop, but the cape and the ears, they're still trying to settle down in terms of motion. And then keyframe 6, it's actually a full stop, keyframe 6. So the next step would be to migrate from Photoshop to Flash. We are done editing with all the drawings that are needed for animation, so we now have Flash. So we're gonna animate everything using this program. I have CS3, so this is actually an old version of Flash, but this will do. I'm not asking you guys to create your own Flash version of the our midterm project. So the requirement is for you to create the raw drawing. So you use your sketchpad, of course, and you draw the keyframes there needed for our animation. By the way, our animation you can actually have 1 second or 2 seconds max. So anyway, we continue with this. So you create a new document inside Flash by selecting this. You make sure that you have ActionScript 3.0 here. You click that, and then before you start with anything, you make sure that you have the right specs for your document. So you go to modify document. I think 720 by 480 will do. 720 by 480 is the standard dimension that we use for television. So, and then the frame rate, 15 frames per second is the standard rate that we use for TV, for animation, 15 FPS. This is also doable if you're doing web animation. So if everything is okay now, our document is in a way prepared, we can now import everything. So click import, select import to library. So what's the difference between stage and library? Well, basically with library you have repository, so you can we can actually put all the elements that we need for animation inside a container. So in stage, all the things that we will import will actually be put on stage, so we don't want that. So we need to systematize everything by segregating everything into different containers. So we select library. I'll select this one. It's the JPEG version of the drawings that I created in Photoshop. And I click open. So we are done importing the drawing. So if you notice, you don't have anything inside your stage since we opted to use the library to save or to contain the drawings that we need for our animation. So you have to open the library. So you have here the button for library. If you don't have this, you can go to window and you look for this one, library. Okay, so if you notice, inside my library palette, you have the drawing. So what you do is you drag this in your stage. That's what you do is you just press the left mouse button, drag this file from the library palette going to the stage, and select Control minus to zoom out, and change the size, of course, to fit our document. Okay, so we're gonna time warp this a bit. We'll have an actual discussion on this, how to create our animation inside Flash. Although I'm sure you're familiar with this since we already tackled this several weeks ago, but we'll have a review of everything by the time we meet next year. So since we're going to continue doing our animation using Flash, so we'll have to review this. This is considered as a crucial part of creating animation if you're going to use Flash. So again, we'll time warp this starting now. So okay guys, I'm done modifying my drawing. If you notice, the original drawing actually has 7 images there, composed of 7 keyframes for my character. So what I did here in Flash was I just erased the background and assigned frames for each drawing or image that I have inside my drawing. So this one actually is the first drawing or image that I have in my drawing, so I put it inside keyframe 1. Same goes for keyframe 2. Frame 2, I have the keyframe 2 image. Keyframe 3, I have the keyframe 3 image. Keyframe 4, of course, keyframe 4 image. 5, keyframe 5, keyframe 6, keyframe 7. I just actually added redundant frames just to make it longer and come up with 1 second or more than 1 second animation. So if we have enough time, or if I have enough time, I can actually insert in between drawings here to make my animation smooth or realistic in terms of more realistic in terms of motion, since I'm going to do away with the choppy look, the choppy effect for my animation. If you press enter, you notice that it looks realistic. The reaction of the ears, also the cape, I think they're accurate in terms of reacting to the momentum of the main animation for the character. They have this delay in terms of reaction. So that is how you do it. So I'm gonna require you guys to just come up with keyframe drawings, 1 second or more than 1 second animation. So we'll have 15 FPS for that. And what I will do is, once you submit your drawing, once I already have it, I'm gonna composite it inside Flash and then create a basic animation so that we can view and check if you have everything right for your midterm project. And then that's the time I will evaluate everything.